Hey everyone, my name is Trevor, and I am the Gaming Goomba, and I've been thinking for a while about what I should do for a Christmas special on this channel. And after many hours of research, I finally came to the conclusion that I should look at something that made me most nostalgic during this time of year. And that would be terrible Nintendo commercials that somehow still convinced us to buy their products every year. Even though Nintendo always had the cheesiest and lamest commercials, I still always ended up with Nintendo products under my tree. So let's take a look back and see how these commercials convinced us we have to have what Nintendo was selling. First, we'll take a look at a 1988 Toys R Us commercial for the original NES.
So the boy fell asleep in the Toys R Us store, and he woke up with toys from the ceiling to the floor. We've got the Nintendo action set, including the control deck with double game pack and zapper light gun for just $99.99 at Toys R Us.
I just love how they have to put monitor not included in the commercial. I know it's common knowledge now that video game consoles don't come included with TVs, but couldn't you just imagine somebody's mom getting in an argument with a Circuit City employee over this? Ma'am, for the 10th time, the Nintendo Entertainment System does not come with a television included. You ain't fooling me, hun. I saw the commercial. It comes with a game system, a game, a controller, and the television set. Ma'am, they are just using the TV in the commercial to demonstrate how the console works. Are you trying to cheat my little Jimmy out of a Christmas? Huh? Is that what you're trying to do? No, ma'am, I just... Listen, you little punk. My father-in-law is a lawyer, and he will sue your ass off.
And we have all the hottest game cartridges at great everyday low prices. Love growing up with my Toys R Us kid. Toys R Us. You'll never outgrow us.
Okay, that was the most awkward transition from narration to singing I've ever seen. The dude doesn't even sound like he wants to sing. Love growing up with my Toys R Us kid. You're supposed to sing it. Look, buddy, I told you in the interview, I'm not singing. I'm a terrible singer. No one on this earth should ever have to hear my terrible singing. Love growing up with my Toys R Us kid. The next commercial I want to look at is from 1991, and it is a Super Nintendo Kmart commercial.
There's Dad over there.
Ooh, I just love all the new things Kmart has here.
Oh, I can see that.
So that's the new Super Nintendo Entertainment System.
What about it?
They say it has 16-bit technology, whatever that means.
Oh, I see. What else do they say?
That it has 3D graphics and digital stereo sound, and that Super Mario World is included.
I just love how Nintendo and Sega always included their specs in the commercials, like kids were actually supposed to care about them. Like, I would have just heard Super Mario World included and I already would have been sold.
Okay, we'll get it for him. So, how long did he work on you?
About 2 weeks.
Oh, and I guess this kid is supposed to be their son? It honestly took me a couple of times watching it before I realized they actually opened the commercial with him. I just assumed it was his mom's lesbian best friend she was shopping with or something. Overall, this isn't a terrible commercial. They convey what they're selling, and it's quick and to the point. Alright, ladies and gents, it's time to set the cringe level to maximum overdrive while we take a look at this Nintendo 64 commercial from 1997.
Jingle bells, Santa smells, Christmas really stunk. I got nothing that I like, my gifts were all just junk. Boxes full of clothes, CDs no one knows. When I wanted something for my Nintendo 64, Zelda's great, Turok 2, South Park would be fine. How about Rogue Squadron? That game should be mine.
Make up for a lame Christmas. Get the hits you missed on N64.
Mom and Dad, I'm so sad.
I guess I could make fun of it, but then I'd feel like I just picked on a retard or something. I guess the commercial kind of speaks for itself. It sucks, but I don't really want to go much farther than that. Next, please. What the f*** was that? How was that supposed to advertise the Game Boy SP? Why is the Game Boy alive? Wait, don't spray yourself with cologne, you're going to ruin yourself! Oh, now all of a sudden we're at the disco? What's going on? Okay, I honestly don't know what the hell's going on in this commercial. I guess the Game Boy's self-conscious about the way he looks? And then he sprays himself with cologne and gets his confidence back? So then he goes to the disco? I don't know, I honestly doubt this commercial helps sell a single Game Boy SP. Alright guys, we're just about done for today, but before we go, I'd like to check out one Nintendo Switch Christmas commercial. As all of you may know, Nintendo just surpassed 10 million units in sales for the Nintendo Switch, and that's mostly because of their ingenious marketing campaign. So let's see how they're making Nintendo Switches fly off the shelves this Christmas season with this commercial for 1-2-Switch?
How about switch, Dad?
I could do with working off that lunch. On guard.
Yes.
Off, please. The Queen's on.
We can play in there. Ready? Milk. Like you're milking a cow.
George, what are you doing?
So Nintendo, I love you. I really do. But we just saw the release of Breath of the Wild, Splatoon 2, ARMS, and even freaking Super Mario Odyssey all this year. And for some reason you decide to spend your money on advertising 1-2-Switch during the holiday season? Why? Why do you think showing an old man milking a cow was going to sell consoles? So did you ever buy yourself a PS4? No, I actually decided to get a Switch. Wow, what led you to that decision? Well, you see, I saw this commercial with an old man milking a cow, and I just knew I had to have it. You have problems. I know. Well, that pretty much wraps up today's video, guys. I hope Santa brings every single one of you everything your little hearts desires. Again, my name is Trevor, and I am the Gaming Goomba, and I hope I'll see you in the next one.